Welcome to the Light Life Lesbian. In this video, I'm going to go over this sort of idea and topic of, do you do you truly want to stay with somebody when you're not happy? And two, do you really feel like it's fair to that person to stay with you or for you to stay when you're not happy? And then finally, if you're the other person in a relationship and you know that your significant other is not happy and fulfilled, do you truly want them to stay with you too? All right, we're going to dive deeper into that. But if you're new here, my name is Emily Better. I am a late life lesbian myself and the late life lesbian life coach. For me, I was married to a man for 11 years. We had a son together. And during this time, I realized I was truly, in fact, a lesbian. We decided to get divorced. I came out and I am now remarried to the woman of my dreams. And along with that, I also now provide life coaching services to other women on this journey of discovering their sexuality and coming out later on in life. So as I said, we're going to kind of go over this idea of, happiness in a relationship, because so often women on this journey, really, really struggle with the inner turmoil of not really knowing what to do. They've figured out that they aren't truly happy in their relationship or marriage to their husband. And they don't know what to do because they're worried about disappointing their husband and letting them down and the hurt and the pain that that's going to cause. And I completely understand all of that. Those are normal feelings to feel. And it's very typical to go through that process. Nobody wants to hurt their significant other. But I want to think about a few things, and I want you to reflect on it, because if you're in this position, this is something good for you to reflect on. Or even if you are the male partner in the relationship that is going through this and you're watching this video, I have some things for you to reflect on too. So if you're the woman and you've realized you're a lesbian and you're in a relationship with a man, something to keep in mind is that it is not your responsibility to make sure everyone else is happy. And it's absolutely not your responsibility to sacrifice your own happiness and your own well-being to keep everyone else happy. That is not a normal, healthy relationship. Yes, we all make sacrifices and we all do things sometimes to accommodate the other person, but with something as big and as major as this, nobody should have to deny who they truly are just for the sake of keeping somebody else happy. That's not a healthy relationship. So many of us have been programmed to behave in that manner, to sacrifice our own wants, to sacrifice our own needs, to make sure everyone else is taken care of. But, is that really fair too? Because that's the other thing to think about as well. Is it truly fair to your male partner that you're not actually happy in that relationship? For me, when I was going through this, and one of the things that made it so clear to me that the right decision for us was to separate was that I didn't want my ex-husband to have to continue on in a relationship with a woman who was never going to be truly satisfied by being with him. I wanted him to go out and find the woman that loved all of him and that he was absolutely enough for. To where there wasn't this lack and there wasn't this longing and there wasn't one of us like compromising who we truly are for this relationship. And so that is sort of what fueled me to know that as hard as it was the right decision. So now, if you're the man in this relationship, I challenge you to think about this too. If it's really difficult when your wife comes to you and shares, these feelings that she has discovered that she wants to be with a woman, and there's this, lack of happiness and fulfillment because she knows she's truly a lesbian. And I know so many men that go through this, want to find a way to save the marriage, want to find a way to work on it. They get hurt, all of this is understandable. It really, really is. This process and this journey hurts. But what I want you to think about and keep in mind is, do you truly want your wife to sacrifice who she is to shove all that down inside and keep who she truly is hidden just to stay with you? You know, do you want her to sacrifice her happiness, her truth, who she really is, just for you? Because to me, I don't think anybody should be in a relationship like that, you know, and I think when you put it in those terms, a lot of people, you know, would say no, they don't ever want their significant other to sacrifice who they are for them. But sometimes that's really hard to see in the mix of this. And so I do just challenge you to stop, take a step back and to think, you know, for whether you're the man in this relationship or situation or the woman in this situation, you know, do you truly feel that one person should sacrifice who they are and what they know they really want and really the thing is it's like who they are at their core. You know, you're asking somebody to not be themselves just to stay in a relationship. And so I challenge you to think about that and to reflect on that. And if you're watching this and you're going through this together, maybe discuss that with each other, because that's a very, very big thing to discuss. Because I knew for me that when I went through it, I wanted my ex-husband to be happy. And I think that, you know, as hard as it was, he wanted me to be happy. And neither one of us wanted to stand in the way of who we truly were and of each other's happiness. You know, that's genuine love. You know, being able to sometimes let go of something and take a step back for the other person to be able to be who they truly are. It's hard. It's not easy. But sometimes true love is being able to take that step back because you love the other person enough to want them to be happy and fulfilled and who they truly are in this world. So if you are going through this and you're needing some more support on this journey, be sure to check the comments and not the comments, the links below. I run a community for women on this journey, and I run a 12-week coming out on the other side support program. Both of those will provide you with some type of support. The 12-week support program is going to provide you the highest level of support and direct, you know, personalized assistance on your journey. The community is a great place to connect with others going through all this as well. And you can find that information in the links below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to get notified of my other content. And if you feel up to it, leave me a comment below on what you think. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this helps you in your journey.